Look at you, and I won't have it any other way. Look. I loved Fontaine. I did do... Why is it this one? Here, I'll give you Cardia. Have fun. Never mind. I will give myself Cardia. Oh! Well, okay. Okay, I did Fontaine before all of that shit, right? So I guess you're right, Canon. You know what? You're so right. I shouldn't even play... Never mind. After I die. I shouldn't even play Sage. I'll just play Scholar. That's the job I know well with PvP. I didn't even contribute. No! Did you fall from? No! Cannon! Not the Mufasa. Are you guys gonna jump in, or am I gonna have to? I feel like I have to. Oh my god, I'm gonna get Mufasa. Oh no, I didn't. I'm stuck. I got stuck. Anyway, I can Scholar now. Birds of the same feather, huh, Karen? Oh, they're pushing. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. Nice LB, machinist. Do you guys want to stop sucking the flames dicks? Maybe come over here. I do not have a heal for you, bunny. Fuck. Bro, where is everybody actually? Clearly not. Nice stretch, Buck. Zombie, thank you for the raid. How was the rest of stream? Hi Nomi, hi Soul, hi Batman. What's up, homies? I mean, I was there for 90% of it. We poisoned a guy as a community. Bet. I'm proud of us. We found our homie, so sit on my face. Yeah, you know what? Okay, Cannon. Okay. 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 But thank you for the raid, Z. I told them what happened on January 21st without naming. Oh. 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 Okay, FF is done. It's Genshin time. You're a bitch. Amazing. I used the names BP1, 2, and 3, seasoned person and unseasoned person. You know what? You know what? Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds just about right. Yo, I'm fucking installing Genshin again. Because apparently we are almost... Alright. Alright. So... Here are my bozos. Pick one to die. Damn, she really did. Okay, I was gonna say, why do you have two bitty blossoms? Obviously, one of the bitty blossoms can go away. That's the one that makes the most sense. Alright, well, you have to get rid of one of them, right? So whichever one of them. The four you have selected have money in them. Well, then move it. Then move it. Or you can get rid of the bitty blossom that doesn't have investment. It's okay, she has two, so she can keep one. Also, I really do need to piss again. I'm gonna go piss again. Sorry. I'll be right back. I did that specifically to annoy him. You guys like it when I was annoying him. Say hi to the raider. Say hi to Zombie Bucky. You know Zombie. Hi, Bucky. That's it. That's as much as I can make him say hi. He'll just stare at you menacingly, moving his eyebrows. Stop moving your eyebrows like that. Attitude. Attitude. He's so lazy. Okay, buddy. Alright, I get it. It's fine. He's sleepy. What's up, Beaks? No, yeah, I mean, obviously, you're gonna... Wait, are you... Wait. I mean, I was assuming you were gonna, you know, transfer, or not transfer, but Fanta, at the very least. That was my assumption, Bunny. So obviously, like, I'm not telling you to run a Lalafell. Yeah, and then transfer for a free name change, right? Yeah. Ideally, you could just bring everyone on Golem, right? And that's why it was such a good idea for me to have my Holly alt move to Zalera. Because then there's no way he's ever gonna get the Golem for free. If I'm gonna pay for a transfer anyway, it might as well be on Zalera. And that's why Dorian is over there now. It's good. That's what I did, was I did the free name change thing when I was transferring. So I really only did pay for a transfer and nothing else. Now I just have to get his crafters and level them on the moon. I have to unlock the moon. I have to unlock the moon, I have to get all my crafters and gatherers, and then I can start doing moon content. And then I have to get him to Dawntrail. Because he is in post Endwalker. Bucky! Stop scratching yourself in front of them. What? Don't look at me like that. I mean, the reason I moved the character to Zalera was so that I can play the game with Zombie. Like I said, I don't care what I do. I'll do anything for my friends. Wild concept, I know. It's crazy looking at that character because that came from JP. I have Savage books on that character. Which is good, because then now I have another character that I can actually take raiding. If it's Dynamis to Dynamis, yes, unfortunately. Zombie, that's so fucking funny. Never forget. Never forgetty! That's so fucking funny, bro. But so true. So, so true. Look, here's my only take. If you've done a shitty thing and you apologize for it and you are aware that you did something shitty, good for you. Right? But if you did a shitty thing and not once acknowledge that you did a shitty thing and you double down on it, I'm sorry, but maybe you should check yourself and check if you might just be a shitty person. Just saying. I'm proud of you for being self-aware. Not a lot of people, not a lot of people have that. Okay, well, Canon, I'm glad you are aware that you people shit a lot. We all somewhat people shit a lot. You might just be a capital B bitch. True. Look, sometimes you gotta put the turd in the bowl. You know? Man, I'm never gonna fucking forget that. I'm always gonna say that now. Zombie, thank you. Things I learned from Zombie, putting the turd in the bowl. I don't know, Ruse, if we put it in the context of this person that we're talking about, right? Zombie. If we say that what if they, well, okay, we knew that they weren't oblivious. But I don't know, I just feel like sometimes it can be an excuse. Sometimes it's too much of an excuse. I guess we've talked so much shit about so many people at this point, Canon, you're losing track, huh? I don't know how to make hints about this. You get Canon. Or I'll DM Canon. Get your shit in the shit. And my brain went, put the turd in the bowl. Yeah, put the turd in the bowl. No, don't make Laos. Okay, well, Laos not here, which is fine. No, we were not talking shit about Lao. His name do be coming up often though. I mean Laos. Laos name, it comes up often, bunny. Zombie, I'm just gonna forward what you sent me to Bunny so she has context. Yeah, so now we're talking about how, you know, like, people with no self-awareness are just like, what's wrong with you? You know? But like, if you're apologetic for it, right? Like, that means if you're not so defensive, you know, like, good, right? But some people are just shits. Exhibit A, right? Exhibit A. Like, that's just bad behavior. Right? On the other hand, if you are willing to address that you might have made a mistake, right, and apologized for it, good for you. I can't get it to 50. Motherfuck! Anyway, we're gonna do MSQ now. Correct. No, Levi, we're just talking about, you know, the difference between being a shitty person and having done a shitty thing but not necessarily being a shitty person. This is just base Endwalker now. How valid is it to just make the OC and leave her at level 1 for the rest of her life? Well, okay, well, here's my actual genuine thought on that, right? If you're not planning to do MSQ on them anyway, why bother? Right? Like, right, the only reason I'm gonna do content on Dorian is because I'm gonna be doing content on Zolera. But there's no specific, like, I need to do this MSQ on him. Same with Kalen, right? Like, I'm just gonna throw him in post Endwalker because it's convenient, because I'm gonna have to do post Endwalker anyway. And that's a part of his story. But that didn't mean I had to do Shadowbringers on him. Like, right, I'm skipping the rest of that. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's not not a big deal, right? Especially, right, like for you, you already already at the beginning of it already have so many characters anyway. Turning them into your OCs and not touching them necessarily just to write for them, you know, it doesn't matter like if you do content on them. Yeah, correct. So really, I don't think it matters. Alright, since there has been progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings from our respective locales? Yes, we should. Get to far the mob.
Your time in Thavner has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thavner.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Frodola's report, they were unable to free the Emolja. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Afrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal. Thus, the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them, then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
Okay, so the Zal Ardbert fic happened after this. So it was happening in conjunction with Zot. Okay, that I can live with that.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Cryo, Yostola, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arca Circle by a considerable margin. If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
And I am more than happy to fulfill that role. I found wielding a sage's armaments to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
I just wanted Stolda to go with me, actually.
All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Radzit Khan of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
The military post in what's left of the Hansa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental etherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
sludge. Petition for Square Enix to start selling ether currents. Ah, our friend of Eorzea. We've been expecting you. You and yours will lead the mission into the tower, I'm told. The warding scales will be delivered soon. Till then, please stand by at the boat we have ready. When your fellows arrive, I will direct them to join you. We pray for your safety and success. What a life. Uh-huh. Yeah, imagine just them on a boat every time. Oh my god, the Scions must be so sick of listening to them. Not another boat. If this is the future of Aetheryte travel, I think I'll stick to boats. You know how there was that part in Shadowbringers where Stola was like, and alternatively, we could use a boat, right? The reason nobody thought about using a boat is because they are so sick. They are so sick of hearing Leodair and Aurelios go off about the boat. That's why. Oh, that's so funny, dude. No warning. However, Empathic could have prepared me for that. On account of which we are a little late, but fighting fit, mostly. Look, I heard that we're almost to Snezhnaya, which I love Genshin story and I have been waiting for Snezhnaya for literally how long. I'm very excited. My friends, permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. You must be... we should still call you Varshan, I suppose. Yeah. Indeed, it would not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well then. For our part, we are humbled that you should see fit to entrust us with your warding scales. Please convey as much to His Excellency. One for each of you. Please accept them with my blessings. Our thanks. With these, we can go anywhere those with the blessing of light can go. Not only for this operation either, but all the ones to come. You can finally break your monopoly on primals. In that case, they're all yours from now on. But I'm afraid we can't let you retire just yet. You're the Scion's brightest star after all. If everyone is amenable to it, let us review the strategy for good measure. Don't want to talk about retirement, Stola? As previously agreed, we will divide into 2 groups. Oh, we got reveals about... Ooh, and Capitano's dick is so big and delicious. Okay. Alright, well, I wasn't expecting that to be the Harbinger reveal. Leodare and his band will break through the tower's defenses and locate its core. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners, who will doubtless want for healing due to the duress of repeated summonings. Oh, that's not the Harbinger reveal? Okay. The primals which the tower bringeth forth shall be deities of Thavnarian myth. As we have no prior experience with such foes, pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. We commence the operation at your word, my friend. Yeah, you can DM me it. For the people of Thavnair, nay, the entire world, we must prepare. Alright, Zot time. Oh! Huge! Alright, let's go, Dad Grid. I'm sorry, Bestinian. You're left behind. No, no, we are not talking about Capitano's dick. Interesting, dude. See, this is why. See, that's the thing is I am never going to downplay it, right? Like I am very fucking hooked on Genshin's story. Like I think that's a story that I really like and I really did want to get back into it. I just never had the space at that point. So now that I have my new SSD, it sounds like a good time for me to come back. Hold on, what am I looking at here? Oh, I love that I'm still getting cards from Urianger. Oh, yeah, The fuck? Dude? Huh? That's new. I see what I am looking at now. I have opened the image. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna have a really good time coming back. Bye, wifey. Bye. Alright, what are you guys jumping down to? I'll care not to die, or let Tancred die, I guess. This would be much easier if he just followed. Oh, you're dead. I just said. Oh, Lamau. You can see other people's preferred. Oh no, yeah, you can. I remember because when I was doing content on Diabolos or on Ether, someone was like, "Oh, that's huge, dude." Because then I was gaining like 4 levels inside the dungeon. They found it so crazy. Yeah, it's like well fed. Yeah. Oh, eye bonds. Yeah, I can see that. That's nice, dog. Yeah, like I can see why you'd get inspo. That's nice. Woo! You know the problem, Alfie? You don't have cardia. You fucking idiot. Whose child is this? This one can't be mine. Yes, go for it. Yes! I'm excited. Oh, fuck. No! I'm gonna get hit. I mean, what's nice about moving would be to level other jobs, right? But, oh, brother. Wait, is the new area already out? Oh. Oh, it started today. Okay. Yeah, right? Like, if you really wanted to, like, just level, I mean, it's free to transfer to Golem. Ooh. Now that's pretty. Bro, I'm so excited to come back. Oh, that's true. I am not. I have an account on NA, but it's not doing so hot. Obviously my main is on Asia servers. Cause I started playing Genshin a long time ago. Before I knew any of you bitches. I genuinely really like the story of Genshin. It's crazy. There's just so much to uncover. I'm really excited for what's in store. Yeah, it does drag a little bit. I really liked Leeway, and then Inazuma, which is even surprising for me to say, right? Because I love Inazuma. Was kind of okay. Yeah, and then Fontaine was so fucking good. Yeah, the patch pacing. That's the thing, is I was doing Inazuma on patch. So doing that felt like a slog. Like having to wait was a slog. Which, I mean, I assume would have been the case for a lot of them. Yeah, the beginning is rough. But yeah, right, like doing it on content was... That's when I stopped. And then I caught up a little bit to Sumeru, and then I stopped again, and that's why I never got to pull for. I still need to complete my Archons, dude. Oh, yo! I have Nahida. Luckily, thank God. Because God, no. Not now. You don't? Oh, well, that's fair, dude. Like... Nahida was my last Archon. But Farina was something else, bro. See, my problem with Farina's banner, which I'm scared of, is... well, right, I missed Farina's first banner, and then I missed Nervulette's banner. Which was good, because then it would have been like Zhongli and Xiao all over again. Which Do I even have Shao at this point? So I don't have Farina, and I obviously don't have the Nat 1-1. But dude, Farina was something else. Like yeah, right? Same zombie. I didn't like Farina at first. Yeah, which true, she was not meant to be liked, to be fair. And then the entire thing happened, and holy mother of Christ. She broke. Yeah, I do remember you were still playing when the Nervulette banner dropped. Motherfucker. Someone's gonna step on your balls. Okay, well, A didn't step on my balls. She stepped on Thomas' balls. Okay, yeah. See, I don't have that one also. Farina and that one for me, which sucks. Because now I am missing 2 Archons. But I pulled so hard for Nahida because I just love her. I got so distracted by my enmity list. I pressed the wrong buttons. Probably do have better gear now. 80, 89. I hungry, so I might actually eat after this. I also have coffee, so I need to finish making my coffee. Oh, Thancred, please. Hold. Will Thancred die? I think I'm gonna wait until they're not both dying. Or maybe he's just gonna suffer forever. Alright, well. You tried, buddy. So one of the best DPS in the game, I bet. God, I'm genuinely actually very excited to get back into Genshin. Holy shit. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen. I really did intend to come back to it eventually. But I'm very genuinely excited. Yeah, dude, it was very hard for me to work on alts. Fuck, I died. Alright, so the problem is, because I was getting hit by a lot, I need to make sure that I don't get too much damage. Yeah, I rolled shit on them too. Like, I think for my NA one, the free multi-pull that I got, I think the only 5-star, at least the only 5-star that I care about, or even remotely care about on my NA one is Yoimiya. And then everything else was shit pulls. So I could never like commit myself to playing. Yeah, dude. Oh, Thancred's gonna die. Bro, okay, we can't do that pull. I wish they just bypassed invulns like the squadron does. I don't think he's even invulned. Have you invulned Thancred? I guess you don't know how to invuln, huh? If Alphino doesn't know how to fucking cardia. Idiots, the lot of them. You should have hit the dummy first. See, I bet the moment after this, he would have fucking called Zalend Ardbert. Come back. I can't with Tancred. I almost pressed escape. Skip. What the fuck? Not I'm getting ads for hot sauce? Where the fuck? Poor Ibs. Oh boy. Of hot sauce. Yeah, Ibs, why'd you buy 20 gallons of hot sauce? That's so fucking strange. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, please make up your mind. I'm gonna get hit by that anyway. Whatever. You guys can stack for that yourselves, right? Yeah, why am I worried? Hey daughter, I trust you, right? I done fucked up. Oh, it's fine. Every time I get randomly thrown on ice or fire debuff, I'm getting PTSD. You probably. Goodbye, Beats. I don't know for what reason, but
No,
goodbye,
no,
Beats.
it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother
Ow!
me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot.
Ow. What did you do this time, Beats? I asked why I needed the hot sauce. Oh, yep, not deserved. Deserved.
Is everyone all right?
I think the coolest bit about writing this in Zal and Ardbert's perspective was them deciding to tank LB3 everyone. God, they would have been so exhausted after that, though. We can't levitate? Fine. We'll
Lower
brute
floors were
force our
disturbing
way.
enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
Yeah, he did do a big
I
stretch.
believe we stand in the tower's beating
Big
heart.
stretch.
What sayest thou, Ishtar?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up
I'm going
through
to
the
get my
sky,
food. Watch, he's
flowing to
gonna-
a single point.
He immediately reacted. Chat, I'm sorry,
This is
wifey.
the core we seek.
Chat, I said I was gonna get my food and he
Something is
reacted so
off.
fast. What am I gonna do,
As
Bucky?
large as this structure is, it
Don't see
siphons
me.
far more ether than is required to sustain it.
Yeah, he's literally wokage.
Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look.
Are you following?
Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core. A man's limb.
He's very wokage now.
This is what we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
Bucky, now all they see are your leggies. Yeah, okay, well, they didn't think about the consequences.
And that should be the end of it.
What now?
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be correct.
Bully for you! And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves!
I pray I'm not too late.
What happened? Where are we?
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood. But 'tis as if it never existed. Hardly a scratch. But how?
Raha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
Mm-hmm.
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Then the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
That's
I
wild,
have every
zombie.
faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more Porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Hail, Scions! We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I assume it was just strongest for because right, the tempering of the Guardians had to be their belief in the glory of Garlemald, whatever. So I'm assuming it's because Varys is Varys. But surely. Anima. Mm-hmm. I assume that's how it went too. I'm almost done stuffing my face, chat. Hi, daughter. Not my can't evens are numerous. You couldn't resist staring at me from afar with those sad, sad eyes of yours, Bucky. You're so funny, my child. Unfortunately for you, Bucky, it's no longer a meme. You are getting older and thus more sensitive to things. So I'm sorry, but I can't feed you things like that anymore. I can't feed you things like KFC anymore. Sorry. If you want to keep you healthy, we have to feed you healthy. Okay? That's just the way that it is. I'm sorry, baby. The vet was so genuinely surprised that it was the first time he's ever gotten like an infection. Because it really is the first time he's ever gotten an infection. Not Anima has two heads. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, okay, Thancred, bye. Dirk slept. What are you doing here, daughter? Twitch is always in a mood about everything. Yes, yes, child. I have to write a fic. Because I don't think Leo, not Leo. I don't think Zal and Ardbert would have been willing to do that again. I can't even say bags of tea in the squatting motion. What the fuck? Yeah, Twitch do be strange. See how lazy you are? You only got up to ask me. And he's only, yes, teabagging. I figured. Alright, well, I'm taking you with me. God damn it. We're going on a road trip. Get on. Was that Sora? Who was crying? Goodbye, Thancred. You should pick up your son. He's exhausted. That's true. You could also fly me. It's okay. We're going on a road trip. Like the heathen that we are right now. Man, I need Square Enix to start selling Ether Currents. Just Ether Currents. Shit, dog. I'll pay $25 for that. I know, but I want to progress through the story. I just want a fucking Ether Current skip. Because if you story skip, then you have to buy a job skip because you lose all of the XP. So no, I just want the Ether Currents. Let me get the XP from the game. I'll play the game. Yes, correct. And that's why you're running around. That's why you're running around Limsa as a marauder in level 90 MSQ IBS. Yeah, true. That too, right? Like Crafter Gatherer skips. Like I don't understand why we don't get Crafter Gatherer skips. Also, hi Kyrie. Alright, shut up, Estinian. I had a good time with Kryl. Had a very good time with Kryl, thank you very much. Yeah, you guys were so mean for disabling the Aetheryte in here. Like, what do you mean the Aetheryte is disabled? Yeah, you can't even, like, IBS can't even start Dawn Trail MSQ. Oh, well, that's fair. You can pick up the quest, but you can't hand it in. Yeah, that's true. Like, in its essence, you can pick up... Where's the Ether Current? Or Ethernet? Here. Hold on. You stay there. Oh no, Kyrie! Oh. I guess I should have talked to you. Yeah, when I fell, I did injure my legs. It's feeling a little better now, but my right leg still hurts like a bitch. Did I get that? Did I get that? A good question. Did I get you? I did. Okay, so I got everything on this side. And then we need to take those. Alright, fine. Wrong. That's where Endwalker starts. Actually, even then, you still have to talk to them in the Rising Stones. You have to talk to them in Charlian first, right? In where it all ends. Oh, you can't even accept it. Okay. Ojika is mad at you? I guess not.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
How was your nap, Graha?
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzat Han will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Tis of no moment, a mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question.
Leo, red alert.
The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift. Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
God damn it, Mom.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom you must look for answers.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort. Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one? To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope.
She's dealing with so much Hydaelyn talk with her boyfriend.
So too might dragonkind.
She's done. She's so sick of it.
And portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydralin does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
All Leodare's talked about since the last quest of Shadowbringers was Hydaelyn.
You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
Sorry, Stola. He's a mama's boy.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
I love you, Kyle.
Prithee, a moment.
You're not gonna make me cry this time.
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor. 'Tis thee.
Hi, that's me. He's asleep right now.
I know of his clash with Omega, and the long slumber which was his price. Yet even closed in sleep, my father's eyes are far from blind. He is watching over thee, watching over this world. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained amidst Godsummer's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe.
Ow!
Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Okay, you can't do shit like that when he already knew that! 3 X-Packs ago!
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
I do love how Minfilia and Horshafant were the last. Because for Leodair, that's so important, right?
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter.
It's okay, kids. I'm fine.
Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
He is so EP. Oh. So, what were you and Vritra talking about? Bog! Nothing? Very well, if you say so. Yay! Blubber Spire! Yeah, it's crazy. That was such a good addition, Kyrie. Hell yeah. People clap. I'ma figure out. Oh my god. A Roth! Still fair. Still fair. They all have to be cats, dude. They all have to have ears. They all have to have animal ears. Aurelios is the testament to that. If not cat, at least have animal ears. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them. Hell yeah, level 90 Viper. Easy, easy, easy clap. Alright, I don't have any other class. Ah, Dark Knight. Dark Knight can take the XP. The attendant was kind enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. First, let us return to the Mulberry Orchard. Mulberry Orchard? Where the fuck is that, Alfie? Oh. Oh, it's closer. From here, we're supposed to follow the path left and past the mulberry. Kids! You either walk with me or you just go ahead. Hey, you got your second wind, Buck? Or you're still sleepy? Ah, what a life. Where the street turns, enter the door straight ahead, then descend the steps. I thought the Crystarium was confusing, but it doesn't compare. Oh, look at him. Alright, what are you doing? But it doesn't compare to Radzatan. The architecture and decorations make it even harder to get your bearings. Anyway, let's see where this door takes us. Yo, there's an upgrade fate going on? Yeah, I'm just excited for the next hoverboards because I really when all my Fisher quests are in the far northwest and it sucks ass. And here is the Aetheryte Plaza. So far, so good, and there isn't much further to go. From here, we just need to cross to the other side of the hall, then pass through the larger of two doorways. The High Crucible lies beyond. I suspect the others have already collected the warding scales. Come, let us join them. Alright, I don't have that, right? Do I have that? Do I have that? No, I don't. Alright, we're gonna get all my ether right. Oh go to be a dog. Sleep all day, eat all day, poop all day. I wish that were me. Oh, my back. No way! That's so funny! I should pay more attention to the quest names. Or the mission names. That's so funny. Oh, hello, sister-in-law. Wife. Hi. You're in time to hear the latest good news. Ayo. Oh yeah, you're right. You are friend. Graha is just constantly hungry. Oh look. Hi, big brother. I think this cat is stealing my drip. Alright, make nice, you two. True, he isn't used to doing that, huh? We're last, of course, but at least we found the place.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for. Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires. Just as
Oh, then it just makes sense for Zal and Ardbert to come back to Leo. Yeah, because now the Alliance can do it on their own.
Proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations. Of course, we would need to consult with various Alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Please, I must speak with you.
Nidana, you're awake.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
Proud dad moment.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
Yet who hath truly saved who? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman?
Aww.
Is this true?
That's such a good moment, actually.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
Aww.
Look at that! Its color is completely changed.
What do you have there? How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
You imply that it is distinct from ether.
As foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities. That is a manifestation of Akasha, The invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Nonsense, you have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the Annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
True, rest. Go reunite with your brothers, Leo. Let's write that. Aww, that's so cute. Hello? Jesus Christ. I did see that. Ojika. Hi. It's good to be back and with the fruit of our labor safely in storage. For now, we have but to wait for the others to return from their respective meetings with the Alliance leaders. As Tancred suggested, you should get some rest in the meantime. Welcome back, Leodair. Krell has apprised me of your recent accomplishments. What an amazing feat to illuminate the tower and pave the way to deal with the rest. While it isn't much, I've changed your sheets and plumped your pillow. After all, there's nothing like collapsing in a nice clean bed after completing a major milestone, be it penning a thesis or defeating die-form entities. So would you like to take a look at your new and improved lodgings now? Not the Archon loaf! Man, Leo has such a disdain for the Archon loaf. It's quite funny.
Take heart and protect them well.
Oh, see, this would have been such a perfect time for Zal and Artbert to join them.
Have you? We've
That's
brought
what we'll
quite
do.
a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
Fuck, I want a burger.
Lest you wonder, we invited Astinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart. What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Okay, son.
Poor Astinian, beset on all sides.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Cryle, I hear you've recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since. Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes? Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt. The relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed, and in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Tloforoy, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy.
Which one,
to
buddy?
sustain us. Rare and hard won, perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day.
Burger. I want the burger.
Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume.
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion. They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
What's up, Lau?
Why else did you think we were here? Surrender to thy fate, O champion.
I've never picked that. I've never picked that before. Which is very valid for Kryl to be. Gra and Alize are so cute. I feel like it's only right that Alize has someone to banter with. The same that Alphino has Estinian now.
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the
Not the
bearer of
Xenos
bad news.
smoocher.
Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether. If they continue to
True, that's
preoccupy
your
themselves with
man.
the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is... equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke. But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn. Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing.
I like that I'm getting a moment while they talk because I'm writing.
The setting too was unknown to me. So I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Alright, I'm not done writing. Okay. Graha. I think the several millennia coma counts as a breakup. But for her, it was like yesterday. I mean, true, but still, fuck that guy. I want to fight to the death with Xenos while Fandaniel tries to murder us both. That's a weird kink canon. Oh, there you are. Feeling refreshed, I hope? I was about to make my way to the studium as it happens. I wanted to try and speak to Scholar Monteshane and thank him for coming to our rescue in the Rostra. As it turns out, he'd come here to see us following the hearing only to find that we'd already departed for Thavnair. Knowing him, he was probably hoping to chew the cud with his former students. Since we're still waiting for Yashtola and the others, I thought now the perfect time to pay him a visit. Care to join me? Then it's settled. The twins will be coming too, assuming Alphino can tear himself away from his new toys. I'll let you rally the troops while I go on ahead to Phenomenon. Considering my recent impropriety, perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the studium for a time. That might be for the best. If the others should return, tell them we will not be long. Yeah, we like Scholar Monteshane in this household. I hope you know how to put cardia on next time. So. Heading out for a stroll? Actually, the scholar himself was here. In that case, what are we waiting for? I too am eager to see him, though I somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studium. I dare say our notoriety precedes us. Alphino, of all people worrying about his reputation, and at our alma mater no less. What wonders never cease. You'll understand soon enough. Off we go. I know, it sucks. Bang. Bless you. Bless you. Okay? Your nose okay? Let the Torgal. Here it is, Phenomenon. Well, I expect you made note of it before. One can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here on official business, correct? While most of the space is taken up by the expansive auditoriums, it also houses numerous laboratories, testing grounds for experimental magics, and a host of administrative offices and so forth. As the center of what would later become the studium, it was established to promote the study of etherological phenomena, hence the name. Though with ether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every conceivable facet of life and even the universe itself. And then, in the 432nd year of the 6th astral era, Phenomenon was decreed complete and the studium officially opened as a place of learning. With a long and storied history, it is without question the world's leading authority in etherology, the arcane, the occult, astromancy, and countless other fields, standing proud as Charlian's foremost educational institute. You always did enjoy giving the grand tour to new students. Indeed, I've long since lost track of how many times he has recited that same foppish speech. Such is his undying love for his old stamping ground. He was in top form back then, youngest to enter the studium, graduated with highest honors in magical arts and etherology, undisputed champion of the debating chamber. Hold on, you both joined the studium at the same age, yes? And from where I stand, you're equally prodigious scholars. Nice of you to say, but Alphino actually entered half a year before me. Nor did I do well enough to graduate with honors. And I'm certainly not the studium's most notorious master debater. In all respects have I ever been in the shadow. If nothing else, just remember that this was where the legend of Alphino Le Veilleur began. We should expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully we'll be somewhat more welcome here than we were at the last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration the student body has for Alphino, and with a little bit of luck, it might work to our advantage. He is just a nerd. Well, there's no time like the present. First things first, let's look for Scholar Monteshane. Other faculty tend to frequent their offices, but unfortunately for us, he's fond of wandering wheresoever his whims take him. Let's split up and ask the students if they've seen him. That was Alphino Le Veilleur, wasn't it? The Alphino Le Veilleur. Goodbye, bunny. Have fun in Fru. And he's with his sister and Master Baldessian's granddaughter. This can only mean one thing. An event of epoch-shattering proportions is fast approaching. Spread the word. Oh, sorry. You said you're looking for the scholar. Yes? Knowing him, he could be anywhere, but Miss Alia Poe should have a better idea. You can do it, Boon Boon. Also, Bucky has abandoned us. That means almost time for him to start bothering me for food. Are you lost? Wandering off the street, perhaps? Wait, don't tell me. You're a trainee gleaner fresh off the guild ship. I'm right, aren't I? Oh, how silly of me. An orientation is in order. Ahem. Allow me to bid you a warm welcome to Searcher's Meet. Let me start with a question. What is the most important thing you'll find in the studio? That's right, books. And what's the second most important? Why, that's simple. Everything else. That's what we deal in here at Searcher's Meet. Whenever the students or tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we send the gleaners off to find it. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. Eye of Paisa this, tongue of Giganto that. It's enough to make your hair stand on end. Which is possibly what some of our students are trying to accomplish, this being a school of magic and all. As our newest gleaner, you'll have your work cut out for you, but I think you'll find it quite rewarding. I have tracked down many miscellaneous knickknacks in my time, but I'm no gleaner. So what you're telling me is you're not a gleaner? Yes, that's exactly what you said, isn't it? And you're looking for a scholar? I'm afraid we don't have any of those in stock, but I can... Oh, you mean him. He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before you arrived, though. He said he was on his way to Maker's Meet. Go back the way you came in and you'll see it on the opposite side of the entrance. It's a laboratory of sorts, home to many rare and expensive curios. Not to mention alarmingly frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams. In the time it's taken me to tell you all of this, the scholar has probably already left. Best of luck finding him. I have a feeling you'll need it. Yes, well... Where's Kryl? I lost Kryl. Yes, the scholar was here a short while ago. He offered me advice on my current research project. Though we spoke at length, I don't recall him mentioning where he was planning to go next. When we parted ways, he went down the corridor. Perhaps to one of the auditoriums? Oh, Kryl. Hi, bestie. Unsurprisingly, the scholar is not in his office. I did, however, speak with the one student who saw him not long ago, so he can't have gone far. This is it, right? No, this is not it? The other one. Grandpappy! Hi. Oh, he's gonna make the comment about Stola.
Ah, I remember you.
Hi, Grandpappy.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that inquisition go unchallenged.
I'm going to go make my coffee now.
I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye.
No, that's so cute, dude.
You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Montoya's prize student.
Especially that one.
I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
Especially that one, Grandpappy.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
I love him. I love him so much.
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into three forms. Two are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third? Yes, very good. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked. Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it. Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? the same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The seventh Umbral Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. And our memories drift apart and dissolve, rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
Yeah, like there.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable. Well, I think that's enough education for today, now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet. I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend. and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
I love Scholar Commander Shade. Well, that's given me much to mull over. I feel as though we're one step closer to understanding the forum's true motives and the mysteries of life itself for good measure. It's funny. I came here with the intent of expressing my gratitude, only to leave more indebted than before. I have a feeling his friendship and support will be a great boon to us in days to come. And on that note, let's head back to the annex. Perhaps on the way, you could better acquaint yourselves with Ki Alyapo and as the scholar suggested, while I share our findings with Raha. Maybe you should stay here, daughter. Go learn a thing or two. Oh, Jaka, I'm assuming they're all inside. Oh. Oh. Stupid Fan Daniel gave me brain worms. Ah, welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the studio proved most educational. While you were away, I received word from our fellow Scions. As expected, news of the warding scales was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leadership of the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in our possession to Limsolominsa. So the time has come for us to go on the offensive. It's too early to say for certain, but that does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan. But let us see what awaits us in Vilbrand. Let's start by getting the scales out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Estinian? Phew, I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. I shouldn't complain though. Vritra and the alchemists of the Great Work put their heart and soul into each and every one of these scales, so you must treat them with the utmost care. Are you not coming with us? As much as I would like to escape the forum's watchful gaze, I've little choice but to stay behind. We're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capacity as our official representative, were found to be consorting with foreign powers, well, you can imagine how that would go. I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers as I await word from Master Matoya and our other allies. With luck, we'll soon have good news of our own to share. The tide is about to turn. I can feel it. Tulim sa luminsa. This is... I might actually not start Garlemald. Garlemald's gonna be a sludge. It really only starts to get interesting for Leo in on the moon, right? Like Zodiac. Zodiac is when it gets interesting for Leo. My apologies for calling you away from Charlian at such short notice. On the contrary, we are honored and grateful, and pleasantly surprised to be joined by such esteemed company. It was only right that this discussion be conducted in person. We are locked in a war of attrition. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers, and it is only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action, and we have taken the initiative to set the wheels in motion. It is reassuring to learn we are all in accord. But might I ask what your plan entails? It hinges entirely on the warding scales and our ability to utilize their potential to the fullest. During your time in Charlian, the allied nations have been engaged on separate fronts with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge in abductions of kobolds, Sahagin, Ixal, and Ananta have given rise to an increasing number of primals as well. But your triumph in Radzatan has given us cause to hope once more. The time has come to free ourselves of this menace, and it is you, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Lafroy at bay, we will dispatch our finest to strike at the enemy's heart, Garlemald. These brave few will be the Ilsabard contingent. To think such progress has been made in so short a span. Its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. As previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tempered. Robbed of their free will, they serve the Tlaferoy's every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not for strategic or political gain, but because it is the right thing to do. I do not ask that we set aside the decades of conflict and conquest, that we simply choose to forgive and forget. I ask only that in choosing to remember, we do not also forsake our compassion and morality, for without that, there can be no reconciliation, only death without end. And on that, we can all agree. Our second objective is the colossal tower that Tancred and Urianger observed in the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there's reason to believe the smaller spires are merely a precursor of what's yet to come. Until the Tower of Zot was toppled, we'd failed to make any headway, though the same could be said of the Tlaferoy. They're certainly in no rush to press further into our lands. I'd wager the Spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied while they work towards our annihilation. This would appear to be substantiated by Yashtola's analysis of the tower's influence on ethereal current. Based on her observations inside the Tower of Zot, the spires siphon ether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw far more than is required for this task alone. The excess of ether remains unaccounted for, but we can be sure it is not being harnessed for our benefit. It wouldn't surprise me in the least if it was being redirected to the larger spire in the capital. There is logic in that. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, we'll bring their schemes crashing down, along with their infernal towers. That's all well and good, but what would you have us do? I assume it's more than handing over the scales and being on our way. We want you and your scales to join the Ilsabard contingent. Consider it an official request from both the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? Perhaps you should be the one to answer that. Couldn't have put it better myself. Y'shtola, Thancred, and Urianger have already pledged their support and are on their way to meet the rest of the contingent. They were positive you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily for all involved, their prediction was correct. Once you have delivered the warding scales to Alamigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Garlemald. To Ilsabard, Raban and Lord Aymeric are overseeing preparations. So I suggest you make yourselves known upon arrival. Pack warm clothing, furs, and the like. Without it, the cold will do you in before the Talaferoi so much as draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy while you're gone. You're not the only ones who can create a diversion. Lucy as we wipe. Oh, you fuck. Now go, safe in the knowledge of Eorzea will be as you left it, or better, upon your return. Right, upon our return, right. Are you ready, Bucky? You're getting into position to start bothering me. Uh-huh. I knew it. It was only a matter of time, wasn't it, Lord Buckington? Yes. Ah, fancy meeting you here. I trust our mutual friend is settling into life as a scion. Collaboration never was his forte. The moment the fighting ended, off he'd go like a gaily cat swept up in a strong breeze. Ayo. Ooh, brother. That's so pretty, dude. Man, maybe I should stop before Garlemald and then download Genshin and just play Genshin, right? Depending on how long the Genshin download takes, of course. Ah, the Wanderers return. You've been busy bringing down a tower and producing the keys to destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. Those warding scales of yours are what's made this whole venture possible. Will you and Lord Aymeric be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations into a cohesive unit. Once we have seen you all off, it's back to our respective posts. Yeah, it's just dumb. That's why the only party that I've joined that ended up like that disbanded so fast. Because the person who had to be forced fake ranged. Well, no, it was because we had three melees and then they forced one of them to be fake range. And then they were having a bigger dick off about who has better gear, yada yada yada. And then we couldn't even get through Grand Cross. So we disbanded. And I was sitting there like, okay, y'all are fucking stupid is what you guys are. We dare not neglect our duties for too long lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. And just between us, there was a fair amount of opposition to the formation of the Ilsabard contingent. The very suggestion that we send out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid onto the Garleans has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. Can't please them all. Sadly not. Though I do my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be at your side, charging into the fray. Alas, I have battles of my own to fight, where words may serve me better than any blade. I hate to say it, but Lord Aymeric's struggles mirror my own. For the time being, the best we can offer you is the peace of mind from knowing Eorzea is in safe hands. As you fight the good fight in Ilsabard, I and the other commanders will do what we can to convince the naysayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both of you. We meet again. Word of your exploits travels quickly. From what I gather, the protective talismans you obtained led to the formation of this expeditionary force. Zari, I found your father! My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one, that being the information I have shared with Maxima. For the sake of the people of Garlemald, may the fates be on your side. So you're not coming with us. Strange. I thought you'd have a stake in this. I do, that the Lafaroy have laid waste to my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mote of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone would place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused of murdering Emperor Varus and plunging Garlemald into chaos. Were I to travel with the Ilsabard contingent, it would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Conversely, those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of a former legatus and attempt to raise me to a position of leadership, further destabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Whether I am branded a villain or hailed as a hero, I would only hinder your efforts. A fair point, but so long as you refrain from announcing your arrival to all and sundry, the average person should have no inkling as to your identity. Although your titles and deeds are common knowledge, only a select few would recognize you on sight alone. Perhaps one day they will learn that the Warrior of Light is not a demon to be feared, but a man deserving of their trust. Aww, Gaius! You act like I didn't try to kill you once. In light of... I feel like that was such a nice line for Zari to hear too. In light of Gaius's rather unique circumstances, I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I would stop at nothing to protect her and her people. Well said. Might I ask you to escort our friends inside? Yeah, I think I'll pause here so that we can do Garlemald in one go. You might even bump into an old acquaintance or two. And if I don't see you again ere you depart, may Fury guide and protect you. Hi, Bucky. Bucky. I think what I'm gonna do after I finish stream, I'm gonna go install Genshin, I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna play. I have a lot of catching up to do. If I have to go through the entirety of Natlan, I need to do Whirlit soon. Yo, Whirlit. Bye, bestie. Ha! Ha! Yeah, that is very, very, very interesting to me. Thank you, Americ. Oh my god, chat, we're also so close to Kaylin turning bad. Oh wait, not yet. Not yet, not yet, not yet. It's after Vanaspati that he turns bad. The other members of the Ilsabard contingent are gathered in the royal palace. I shall inform them of your arrival, so please make your way inside as soon as you're ready. I know, Graha really is just...
By the 12. Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without me.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world. including the people of Garlemald. Much rides on the efforts of the Ilsabard contingent.
Sir Alberic! Not him fanning himself.
I'm glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
He's so used to the cold, dude.
Lucia.
I've come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. For the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
Lovers.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention. Might I ask you to speak first?
If I must. I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer. We shall provide support and protection to those in need during
Oh
our
boy.
time in Garlemald.
Okay, it's time, Lord Buckington. Yes, yes,
To that
yes.
end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild. With
Hi.
the order of the Twin Adder's finest serving as our escort.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Wait, I know you.
Hold on, Bucky. The Avengers have
The
assembled.
name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten.
Down first.
Anyway, the
I'll
Admiral
give
asked
you
Captain
pennies.
Hilfier to send his best, and for whatever reason, of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but a promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do.
Hey, he really needs to go out. I'm gonna let him go out.
Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we. The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest.
Pippin! I love you,
If
Pippin!
Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Tarapin and I will be leading from the front. It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield. From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the Avatar of Destruction. With comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
I truly love the image of Lee, Stancred, and
As for
Urianger just
Ishtar,
getting
we
together to
Temple Knights
gossip.
come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. Bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinard foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa. There is another awaiting introduction.
Look, I understand that Big Brother is busy,
Lord Emanolain?
but why am I stuck with you?
Ah, yes. Emanolain de Forton, at your service.
Okay, before his annoying face continues to babble, I need to check on why Bucky's barking at something outside. I need to check on him before he gets into a fight. Lord Buckington. Ow, Bucky!
Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself.
He's right.
Fight for world peace and all that. But should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light. Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Onohua with my tales of daring do.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea. Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Would that be the shinobi of Dome?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as the steppe is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach. And now our burst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy!
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
Bungorls! Where's Lao?
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamiga. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Guardians, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Maxima, who stands with us today, tried to reform Garlemald from within and make peace with Doma. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. It won't be easy. But we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garland Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us. So, it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
Right, but speaking out about lunch not being served on time. Wife, hi. Of course. Ha. That's very smart of you to keep your husband busy while you fight these two idiots. Shut up! You're an idiot too. Brick, hi. Stop talking. I'm soaking it in hot water, Bucky. I'm soaking it in hot water. Okay? Because you can't be trusted to eat so little anymore. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. You guys want to hear him? barking at me. You're so rude. Do not bark at the hand that feeds you. Bark. Stop answering back. You act like you're so energyless and so old, and then you start pulling shit like this. That's all. He hit the mic. I'm sorry, Chad. You hit the mic. Idiot. Ow, 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 ow. Oh no, the Bucky command is gone. Alright, I'm putting my filters back on. Ow, fuck. Little fuck, little fuck, little fuck, little fuck. Stop, stop. Ow! Stop barking. I wanted them to hear you talk. You bark most of the time. Bro, Royal Canine does not absorb water well. He went crazy because I was holding his food hostage. That's why. And by hostage, I mean I was letting it cool off because I put hot water in it. That's how he is every feeding time. I just usually feed him much faster these days. Thor kept arguing with me today for no reason. Classic husky. He's eating so well. Oh yeah, true. What do you mean today? It was much worse over the weekend. The card. Pippin. Hi, bestie. Love you. That's good though. That's really good. I'm glad she's doing better. I'm really glad to hear she's doing better. I think a piece of his food fell in his water bowl and he's trying to fish it out. Chat, this is so fucking funny. I thought he was going straight for the bowl to drink water. No, he was fishing it out, this stupid idiot. You're so dumb! You're so dumb! You're so dumb, Bucky. Did it fly off when you were licking it out of your bowl? Yeah, it did, huh? He was fishing it out, dude! Oh, that was so funny. Hold, wait. 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 Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Ah, he's so funny. There was literally one piece I saw floating in his food, and he was trying so hard to fish it out. Ah, true. Me too, Lise. Me too. Yeah, actually, Amanda Lane, you should go do that. I would pay to watch that. Actually, go do that, buddy. Go talk to Serena and Sadu. You should go do that. Is this because I'm a machinist? Let's continue. Ah. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Whatever you say. It will be quite cold, yes. I miss them. Leodare needs his himbo brother back. What? What, my himbo dog? That was it. That was dinner. He was looking at me from so far. Okay, so we won't continue on to Garlemald. We'll talk to Tataru and then we won't continue on to Garlemald. Because that's the solo instance duty. Yes, please be warm. Okay, buddy, you suit yourself. This is our last chance to make ready before we set forth. You need not worry about Urianger and I. We still have what we wore in Garlemald before. Estinian claims to be quite warm and toasty beneath his armor, and since he spent a fair bit of time up north recently as well, I have no reason to doubt his words. Most of the others will be borrowing Grand Company stock. The rest of you could do likewise, I suppose, provided you're not overly concerned with style. Not to put too fine a point on it, but I wouldn't be seen dead in one of those ridiculous overcoats. If only I had time to find something to my liking. Hark! Is that the cry of scions in need of a tailor I hear? But how? Mwahaha! I have my ways. Oh, yes, indeed. You thought you could sneak off to Ilsabard without telling me? Ha! Nothing escapes my notice. Now you will wear these garments I've made for you, whether you like it or not. You never ceased amaze. But why do you need a new outfit as well? Wait, are you coming with us? What? No, of course not, silly. It's all in the name of fashion. Rather, the pursuit of higher quality fashion. Besides, how can I expect others to wear my creations if I've never worn them myself? You do look people cute, Tataru. You always look people cute. Ah, I did have one other thing to share. Ergmus and Bloomweeda have finally returned from their assignments in faraway lands. They'll be staying at the Rising Stones for a while to keep an eye on events throughout the Eorzea. Since they'll be running things back at headquarters, I was wondering if I could lend a hand in Sharlayan? Oh, why not? You can keep Kral company in the Baldessian Annex. Yes, we'd love to have you there, and I heard Ergmus and Bloomweeda did a fine job carrying on in our stead while we were lying comatose. With them in charge of the Rising Stones, we've nothing to worry about. My thoughts exactly. Also, while I'm confident you won't go collapsing again, because a certain someone who shall remain nameless isn't in a position to transport your souls to another world, if anything similarly disastrous were to happen, I'll be well positioned to do something about it. Anyway, I've got a few things to take care of, and then I'll make my way to Sharlayan. I really do hope these new clothes are enough to keep you warm in Garlemald. It's not much, but it's the only thing I can do for you other than pray for your safe return, which I will every day. Let's not keep the contingent waiting any longer. Here are your winter woolies handcrafted by yours truly. They're so cute. Wait, I can't talk to you? Okay, that's the quest. We stop. I have to put Leo, Ardbert, and Zal in winter clothes. We stop there. Alright, I'm ending early. I'm ending so early. You're already half asleep. Alright. I think it only right that I send you guys off to my parents. Perfection. Daga and Zach are playing 9. I've never played 9 before, but they're playing 9 right now. Oh, why is it so quiet? Jesus Christ. Thank you for being here. We will resume Garlemald tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I might save it for Friday. But it depends. We'll see. I'm gonna go take a shower and download Genshin while that's happening, and then I'm gonna go play. So, go send the love to Daga and Zach. They are my 14 parents. They are the first people who have adopted me into this community. And I would like to support them because the Thunder Bunnies are amazing. Amazing, amazing people. And they deserve all the love. And they deserve all the success. And I am not going to say any more because Daga told me not to say any more. But good things are happening over there. Send them the love. I love you all, chat. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!